Midnight alert, fear in Aso Rock as US generals send notice to Nigeria over possible airstrike. My dear listeners, the US generals have sent a notice to the Nigerian government over a possible airstrike. Saying that all must be at alert should in case anything happens. This is a very serious notice. I told the people that the US government are not going to be taking it lightly, and I bet you need to see what is currently going on in this very video. Take a watch, my dear listeners. Take a watch.
And the fact that Nigeria is now on that radar is now. Let me break this down in simple terms. AFRICOM has proposed 3 different levels of military engagement, what they are calling the heavy, medium, and light options. The heavy option is the most aggressive. It involves sending a U.S. aircraft carrier group to the Gulf of Guinea, just off Nigeria's coast, and then using fighter jets and long-range bombers to strike major militant camps and targets deep inside northern Nigeria. This means if that order goes through, Nigeria could see U.S. military jets flying over its airspace, hitting what the Pentagon describes as terrorist strongholds. It's the kind of operation we've only seen in the Middle East, Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan. And the fact that Nigeria is now on that radar is both shocking and dangerous. The medium option focuses on drone strikes, and this one seems more likely in the short term. This means U.S. Predator and Reaper drones, which can loiter for hours in the air before striking, could start targeting vehicles, camps, and bases of non-insurgents. These drones don't miss. They are precise, they operate quietly, and they can track movement across entire regions before hitting their targets. And then there's the light option, which is more like what the US has done in countries like Niger and Somalia, working with the local government, but actually controlling the entire intelligence and airstrike network from behind the scenes. This is where it gets political, because the light option would mean Washington directly advising and guiding Nigeria's own military operations, which sounds like help, but also means foreign control of Nigeria's security decisions. So what does all this mean? It means the US has officially entered pre-war planning mode against Nigeria, not because of oil, not because of politics, but because of what Trump has called the mass killing of Christians. In Trump's own words, and I quote, "If the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into the now disgraced country, guns a-blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists." He said this clearly, and now AFRICOM has moved to action. Now, if you think this is still just talk, think again. In a video message released today from the White House, Trump stood behind a lectern with the seal of the US presidency and said, "We're going to do things Nigeria won't be happy about." He's basically saying, either you fix this or we'll fix it for you. That's a direct message to President Tinubu's government, which has been repeatedly denying that there's any religious persecution in Nigeria. But this is the third warning now. And for those who follow international politics, 3 warnings from a sitting US president is never good news. It means things are already in motion. You don't deploy AFRICOM analysts, you don't draw up strike maps, and you don't submit plans to the Department of War unless you're ready to act. So let's look at the implications. because this move could completely change Nigeria's political and diplomatic future. Number one, if the US military intervenes in any form, even the smallest, Nigeria's sovereignty comes under threat. The Tinubu administration could lose full control of its northern security operations. Remember, drone strikes mean foreign military presence, foreign intelligence, and foreign surveillance over Nigerian territory. Number two, this move could divide Nigeria's allies. Already, China and Russia have started expressing concern, warning the US not to interfere in Africa's internal affairs. So this could easily become another proxy battlefield where the big powers use Nigeria to flex their influence. And number three, and this one is key, this will put enormous pressure on Tinubu's government, both domestically and internationally. Because now, every attack in the north will be watched, measured, and analyzed by the Pentagon as evidence of government failure.
So now you can now see the foreign world power that is supporting the evil doings in Nigeria, and this is because of what they are personally gaining from the Nigerian government. So they prefer what they are gaining to the life of the citizens of Nigeria. You can see that Nigeria is not a good country. It's not. China is trying to exploit Nigeria. Because of what China is gaining, China has refused to watch the truth and say the truth the way it is because of what they are gaining. Well, I trust the US Army, and I know what they are capable of doing, and I know what they can do. So no matter what anyone says to them, that very fear is not in them. They will do what they say they will do, and they will make sure that the right thing is put in place. Help share this video, because this is a midnight alert, a midnight warning, because when it happens, no one can withhold it. Thank you.